And now, for this week's show, here's JC.
Hello, and welcome to Real Estate Live Studios and RealEstateLive.tv. This week, we have the pleasure of interviewing Mr. Gary Banner. Gary Banner is a CCIM, a very recognized commercial player in the Southern Nevada market. He is currently the Senior Director of Multifamily Investments for CRG, for Commerce CRG here in Las Vegas, and they are the Cushman and Wakefield Alliance here for Southern Nevada. So let's go into our interview studios and meet Mr. Gary Banner. Well, I guess I should set the stage. When I say residential today, I'm talking primarily about condos, townhomes, and single families. And I guess when we talk about your part of the market, we'll just refer to that as multifamily.
Yes.
And what is is that fourplexes and up?
No, that's 5 units and up.
5 units and up. So fourplexes is still residential. 5 units and up, 10 plexes, 200 units, 400 units. Okay, so we know what's happening right now in the residential market. So here's my question. What's happening in the multifamily market?
Multifamily market is in a state of flux right now. We hit I talk in terms of real estate cycles, and our cycle typically follows behind the residential single-family market. The top of our real estate cycle was 2007. We had over 90 sales of apartment projects sell in that year, historical prices and historical low cap rates. That has since cooled off tremendously. In fact, for 2008, I would say our sales are down over 50%. Well, I think in terms of sales volume, we may experience a recovery in 2009 just for the mere fact that there will be capitulation on the owner's behalf. Their expenses are rising, some of their revenues are flat to down, and that's going to create a margin squeeze. As far as the value of the apartment properties for a short period of time, we may experience an actual deflation in prices.
Okay, so let's talk about the value for a minute of multifamilies, because primarily what we're looking at is two things, as I understand it. We're looking at measuring cash on cash, and we're also looking at another figure that at most commercial properties we look at, which is the cap rate. Mm-hmm. So what can you tell our viewers what the expectation of a multifamily cap rate is in our market here in Southern Nevada?
Sure. Well, first let's try to briefly define what a capitalization rate is. A capitalization rate works inverse to asset value. So the higher the capitalization rate or the yield on the property, the lower the asset value is if income has not generated. It works just like a bond, if you will, that you buy from the Treasury. It's valued on a yield return. The higher the yield, the lower the asset.
If I'm an investor and I'm buying in the Southern Nevada market, what cap rate can I realistically expect to get in today's market?
In today's market, Clark County, if you're looking at multifamily investment, you should experience cap rates ranging from 6% to a high yield of, let's say, 7.5%, 8%.
We compare to the rest of the country, say Los Angeles and then Texas and going east, how do we compare with that?
Sure. Capitalization rates, at least for the western region of the United States, tend to trend eastward. So beginning from the coast of Los Angeles, San Francisco, where they have the lowest cap rates, it gradually grows or increases, I should say, as you travel east. So we're slightly higher than California. We're slightly less than Arizona or New Mexico or Texas.
Okay.
So the cap rate is actually compensating the investor for his time, his risk, and his motivation to buy the property in that location.
Okay. And you also are a guest columnist for the Las Vegas Business Press.
That's true.
I saw an article recently in the Las Vegas Business Press, and it was titled "A Siren Call," and then I think it went on to say, "Can things get any worse?" And it was your article. Tell us where you were coming from with that article, and what do you mean by that?
Sure. It was a very timely article, in fact, as well. It was written before this implosion or bailout, if you will, on Wall Street today. And the basic premise of the article is the fact that we've reached this credit cycle in our economy where there was just too much debt being driven through the national economy and even here locally, and that had a topping or bubble action like real estate. And a lot of these local or regional small banks here in Clark County have lent very strongly to the commercial investment sector. And with the correction that's already occurred in residential, that was bound to spill over to commercial. And now we have that bubble that's seeping the air as well.
Well, I got to tell you, I was pretty impressed as I was preparing for our interview today, and I went back and looked at some of these recent articles. You basically predicted what happened in this past week. So I was very, very impressed with your work. You obviously are a great consultant.
Thank you.
You said that investors should sell the bottom of your real estate portfolio to fund new acquisitions of apartments at a higher cap rate. Talk about that for a minute.
Be glad to. That is what I'm trying to drive home there to the investor is if you're in retail, commercial real estate or office or industrial, our business cycle has peaked. And those properties are driven by the local business environment. We're in a corrective mode here locally. Our job growth is down substantially. Unemployment is up substantially. And we really don't know where the end of this cycle will be. You want to take the opportunity to sell the bottom of your portfolio or those properties that are performing the least, that did not meet your expectations, did not meet pro forma as you bought those properties. Sell those and make new acquisitions into multifamily that's well located, and it gives you a better return.
Okay. Fair statement and pretty much common sense, although you put some logic to it as well. Task number 2 that you mentioned was improve your remaining properties' cash flow. In other words, improve the cash flow of your remaining properties so that to offset increases in market capitalization rates, market cap rates. So what does that mean? Raise rents?
Well, not only raise your rents, but also take a look at the expense side, the budget side of your ledger. Today in Las Vegas, you have increase in power, you have increase in sewer, increase in trash removal. These expenses are piling up on the expense side of owners' ledgers. Now, if you have, and depending on the type of leases you have, whether they're gross or net, it still remains the same. You need to manage the property efficiently, cut costs, generate higher revenues, and maintain your margin. Because as cap rates increase, if your income has not, every 0.5% increase in cap rate is 8% off the value of your asset.
Ooh, boy. Yeah.
So it's very important.
Right. Right. So we can't do what they've recently done in Washington. We can't just print new money.
No, you can't print new money, and you have to find new tenants, and they have to be willing to pay your price. Secondly, all of the forecasts that we've all grown accustomed to here in Clark County as of last week are wrong. We're just plain wrong now. This is a game changer. What has happened in Wall Street and what is happening in Washington, D.C. will dramatically change how we go forward in real estate. You have Generation Y that's coming up. These are a demographic that's actually larger than our baby boomer generation.
Wow.
And
very, very significant then.
80 million people are in this demographic versus baby boomers at 75 million. This is going to have a dramatic effect on real estate, but what's important is the timing. We're going through a credit correction now as it stands, but these Generation Y group is in college. They'll start to graduate in 2009 through 2012. Now that demographic, if you can remember when you graduated from college and I graduated from college, our first 3 years we were renters. After the first 3 years we got married, started a household, bought a new home. So I really don't anticipate the new or the first-time home buyer to really resurge itself until 2012.
And I know that the folks that are watching this show appreciate the input that you've given us. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week for another show which will get us up to date on all the numbers because we'll have September's results. So we'll see you next week. Gary Banner, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much.
Thanks,
Gary.